Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to see more. Coming up in this episode, we have 3 games from the NRL as Saturday's round 21 games come to a conclusion, and former NRL player acquitted of domestic abuse charges. Round 21 continues in the NRL with Saturday's games, and there were 3 for our viewing pleasure that were shown on various formats. And if they're anything like the other games that were played, they are all going to be humdingers. Well, let's see who we're playing. Well, in the first game, the Rabbitohs faced the New Zealand Warriors after their indifferent results from both sides in the last few games. Canberra Raiders face Penrith Panthers, who are smarting after their defeat against the final game's hosts, Cronulla. Cronulla go on to face St George Illawarra in the final game, before we move on to Sunday's wrap-up of the round. And with that, the Rabbitohs were left ruining missed opportunities in a golden point loss to Cronulla, but they needed to regroup against the unpredictable Warriors outfit on Saturday. With the matches against heavyweights the Eels, Panthers and Cowboys, as well as a Sydney derby against the Roosters, to come after this weekend's assignment, the Rabbitohs can't afford to slip up against the team that took them to the wiring magic round. Rabbitohs led 26 points to 6 at half-time in the match at the Suncorp Stadium, but clocked off to concede 4 tries in 15 minutes and almost let a victory slip away. Finals are out of the question now for the Warriors, but they're happy to play spoiler to any contenders who dare take them lightly. With that, let's have a look at the teams. After being named in the Rabbitohs squad to return today from a finger injury earlier in the week, Taane Milne is the 18th man with Jackson Paulo, the new centre, in the lineup. The New South Wales Cup leading try scorer Isaac Thompson, who will replace Paulo on the wing to make his NRL debut. Bench forward Tom Burgess is suspended, so he is replaced by Mark Nichols. The other new face in the interchange bench is Blake Taaffe, who is recalled for his first game since round 15. Cody Nikorima is out of the picture though, and there were no further changes to the side when it was finalised 60 minutes before kickoff. Ewan Aitken has been moved from the back row to the centres in place of Adam Pompey for the Warriors, who now drops to the reserves. 5'8" Chanel Harris-Tavita is out with a knee injury, so Wade Egan comes in from hooker to 5'8", with Freddie Lussick being promoted to start in the number 9 jersey. Jackson Fry, who comes onto the bench in place of Alicia Katoa even, in the only change to the final lineup. With Aaron Penne, Bailey Sirenen and Jack Murchie returning to the pack, it means Josh Curran drops to the bench and Jazz Tavenga drops out with a shoulder injury. Taniela Otokolo will play his first game since round 13 from the bench. It was the Rabbitohs' day as they ran in 48 points to 10 victors over the Warriors. Lachlan Ilias opened the scoring on the 3rd minute with Damien Cook scoring on the 9th. Tavita Tatola scored on the 16th before Keon Matangi scored on the 21st minute. Edward Cozy scored the first points of the Warriors game on the 26th minute in a try-fest of a first half, but unfortunately only going one way. John Johnson converted for the only conversion of the game for the Warriors. Latrell Mitchell scored the first of his 2 tries on the 30th minute before Alex Johnson popped up for his regulation 1 try a game. Half-time, it was 36 points to 6 to the Rabbitohs, and the damage was already done before Isaac Thompson scored on his debut on the 43rd minute and Latrell Mitchell scoring on the 56th minute. Sean Johnson actually got himself a try on the 50th minute, but it was something of naught as Latrell Mitchell kicked 8 from 8 to finish off the Warriors 48 points to 10. The second game sees the Penrith Panthers travel to Canberra to take on the Raiders, who are in a good run of form, and that has them sitting in ninth spot at this moment in time, only just outside the 8 on points differential, as they gear up for the ultimate test against the Premiers. The loss of star playmakers Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai leaves a huge hole for Penrith, and Ricky Stuart's men get a golden opportunity to knock off the tallest Poppy and announce themselves as genuine contenders for the top 8. There's plenty to like about the way that the Raiders are playing their rugby league at the moment, but they will be aware they need to go up another couple of notches to beat a side that has only lost 2 games all season. A loud and passionate GIO Stadium crowd is assured on a Saturday evening in the national capital. I'm going to start this again because it's shit. So the second game we go into in the NRL is between the Canberra Raiders and the Penrith Panthers. The Raiders are on a current good run of form and have them sitting in 9th spot, only outside the top 8 of points differential. They gear up for their ultimate test against the Premiers in Penrith Panthers. The Panthers have the loss of star playmakers Nathan Cleary and Jerome Luai to contend with, and this means that Ricky Stuart's men get a golden opportunity to knock off the biggest scalp this season and announce themselves as genuine contenders for the playoffs. There's plenty to like about the Raiders' way of playing at the moment, but they have to be aware that they need to go up another couple of notches to beat a side that have only lost 2 games all season. A loud and passionate GIO Stadium crowd is assured on Saturday evening in the nation's capital, and they can be worth a few points extra to the Green Machine when the heat is applied by the champions. So, who's each side called onto this battlefield? Well, for the Raiders, there's no late changes on game day after Xavier Savage dropped out on Friday with an ankle injury. Albert Hapawate takes his place in the fullback position, wearing the number 18 jersey. Jordan Rapana returns from suspension, and Adam Elliott hurt his hip against the Titans, but has been named to start at lock. Ata Morata is the 18th man. As for the Panthers, there are no further changes on game day, but star back rower Viliami Kickout ruled himself out on Friday with a hip injury. Chris Smith will start in the second row, and Sunaya Turuva joins the bench for his NRL debut. Sean O'Sullivan goes into number 7, while Jermaine Salmon comes into the starting side as 5'8". Origin centre Stephen Crichton returns from a nasty ear cut he suffered against the Sharks, and backup Mitch Kenny also returns to the bench for the hooker position on the bench. He had a knee injury last time out. Matt Eisenhuth goes to the 18th man as a result. Despite the early fight, it was the Panthers who came away with the 26 points to 6 victory over the Canberra Raiders. Started well for Josh Papali as he went over on the 8th minute for the Raiders, which was converted from Jamal Fogarty as it was right in front of the posts. Api Coruscant found a massive gap in the middle of the Raiders' defence to go over under the sticks as well. Then Stephen Crichton went over on the 24th minute to put a 14 points to 6 lead on half time due to a penalty on the 21st minute by Crichton, and Crichton kicking 3 goals this half. Before half-time on the 31st minute, James Fisher-Harris was sent to the sin bin and put on report for a high tackle on the Canberra attacker. Straight from the kick-off though, Nick Kotrick found himself in the bin and on report after he was cited for a high tackle as well. The ball was bouncing, The Penrith Panthers man picked it up and he flew into the tackle, but it was reckless and caught the Penrith man with a high shot. Dylan Edwards then went over, taking advantage of the man advantage on the 45th minute after he got on the end of a flowing move despite having a shoulder injury. And then Jermaine Salmon got the ball off Sean O'Sullivan and dummied his way over the line despite some despairing Raiders defence. Crichton finished with 4 from 4 from the boot as well as a penalty to make it 5 from 5. But the Panthers missed a drop goal attempt before the end. Former NRL player and also Lebanon Cedars player Michael Leitcher almost died after losing 2.5 litres of blood from a serious cut in his arm after punching a window of his former partner's home after finding his former partner performing a sex act on a close mate and teammate Adam Elliott, a court case has been told. Leitcher was acquitted for domestic violence charges on Friday in Sutherland local court after his one-time fiancée Carrie Chelderhouse refused to testify. The ex-Cronulla and Canterbury hooker repeatedly denied assaulting Miss Chelderhouse and stating he was going to kill her. Magistrate Michelle Humphreys found Leitcher not guilty of common assault and intimidation charges. Elliott, who plays for the Canberra Raiders and has a history of alcohol-fueled incidents, also verified Leitcher's version of events from the evening in question 18 months ago. The court heard the incident unfolded after Mr. Leitcher caught Miss Chelderhouse performing a sexual act on Elliott from a boozy party at his home. Mr. Elliott told the court he had been drinking for 12 hours at Leitcher's house at Connells Point in Sydney South, and this was on February the 14th of last year, so Valentine's Day. Mr. Leitcher is said to have screamed "What the F are you doing?" to Miss Chelderhouse and went back inside before smashing his hand through a window. He underwent surgery to save his life due to the volume of blood that he lost. A witness previously told the court that she heard a man saying loudly, "I'm gonna effing kill her," in reference to Miss Chelderhouse. She also refused to give evidence, with New South Wales police unable to contact her, despite being subpoenaed and midway through her testimony. The court hearing the hearing heard that Miss Chelderhouse no longer wanted to take part in the proceedings due to being pregnant with another partner. Leitcher played 113 NRL games and 5 tests for Lebanon before retiring last year. Elliott is currently on the books of the Raiders and will join the Knights in 2023 and has been in a high-profile relationship with NRL women's player Millie Boyle for over a year, which has also caused him issues due to disciplinary action over a restaurant disturbance back in 2021. And the final game of Saturday saw the Cronulla Sharks face the St George Illawarra Dragons, and the Sharks have a friendly run home that gives them every chance of grabbing the top 4 spot, and they surge to September's starts on Saturday against old rivals the Dragons. Sitting third on 28 competition points, the Sharks play the sides coming 11th, 15th, 10th, 12th and 14th in the final 5 games, so a home final at PointsBet Stadium beckons. The Dragons hit a major hurdle on Sunday when they were totally outplayed by the Cowboys, and their misfiring attack must be giving a huge concern to coach Anthony Griffin. Given that Cronulla the third best defensive record in the NRL, the Dragons will need to find a whole lot more with the ball in hand if they are to topple the Sharks for the first time since round 5 back in 2020. What does that mean for the teams? I'll tell you. Well, for the Sharks, 5'8" Matt Moynan is a late withdrawal after injuring his quad in the captain's run. Braden Trindle joins the starting side and Lachlan Miller joins the bench. A blow for the Sharks with fullback Will Kennedy facing 5 to 6 weeks on the sideline after undergoing ankle surgery. His place is taken by Cade Dykes for debut. Royce Hunt is out with a shoulder injury, so Braden Hamlin-Uwale will start the game. For the Dragons, a late switch an hour before kickoff sees Francis Molo moving into the starting side, with Jack DeBellin going to the lock and Tariq Sims shifting to back row forward. Josh Maguire remains on the bench. Billy Burns drops out to the side on Friday, with Michael Molo has been recalled to the bench for his first game since round 16. Fullback Cody Ramsey is expected to be in the team in round 22 after returning from a knee injury, but this week is a bit too soon. It was Cronulla's day as they won 24 points to 18 against the Sharks in what was, in the first half, a bad-tempered affair with 2 players in the bin. Try started on the 2nd minute when Nico Hines went over on the 2nd minute, which he converted for a 6-0 lead. Jack DeBellin went over for an equalising try with Zach Lomax converting. And then the first of the sin-bins as Tariq Sims' high shot on Connor Tracy saw him go to the bin and put on report in an incident which saw Connor Tracy be carried off on a stretcher and might have deserved Sims a red card in this game. The Sharks then took a 24th minute lead with Braden Trindle going over and Nico Hines adding the extra, and Teague Wilton adding a 3rd try of the half for an 18 points to 6 lead in half time. Hines was perfect with the booter in the first half and all night with 4 from 4 after Wade Graham's 64th minute try, which came after 2 comeback tries from the Dragons through Tau Moga on the 44th minute and Matt Fagia on the 55th minute. Blake Briley went to the bin just before half time for holding on in the tackle, which was more of a sin bin offence than the Tariq Sims offence. But at the end of the day, Cronulla came out with the win, 24 points to 18. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way. Tell me what your thoughts on today's video are in the comment section below. It's all open to you. I like all the feedback and keep it coming. Thank you very much. And thank you to all my subscribers, as I'm now past 200. That's a fantastic effort from you guys, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. Hopefully it will continue and I will bring you more and more content as the time goes on. So there is more in today's episode than we thought, with the love triangle court case being acquitted. Good luck to Michael Leitcher, whatever he does next. The 3 games in the NRL, demolishment of the Warriors. How worried are you for the rest of the season, or are you just waiting until next year now and saying, we are where we are, and wait until Andrew Webster comes in and takes over? And what else? The other 2 games, fantastic results for both sides, Cronulla and also the Panthers. But hey ho, the Panthers move on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for our new videos. Please remember to stay safe. I'll end the episode by saying I wish you all the best, and bye for now.